You're recording, okay.
Okay, Lenny, try that again.
So with that, we'll get started. Brooks has selected Smash to play the Ironheads in the first round.
Okay.
We're here in Dallas for the Team World Championship, a completely different format this week.
The first three teams in the standings for the season, they get buys through to Saturday. All the rest of us start on Friday. 4, 5, 6 and 7 in the standings get their pick of 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
So that, Wako, leaves you up next. Torque, who would you like to play?
So Torque is gonna go with the high flyers.
Okay.
You've earned the right to pick, but then the team that's picked, they feel slighted because the captain that's picked them thinks that, you know, we're easy meat. So you've got all these different machinations.
This Team World Championship is an amazing opportunity to really turn the season around.
On paper, I would imagine that the Fireballs would pick us for Friday. That's what I'm thinking. Sergio's playing great golf, right? He's had a great year.
Mr. Sergio, who would the Fireballs like to play?
Fireballs are gonna play Westy, the Majesticks.
Majesticks.
Again, like last year.
Okay.
We've been picked by Fireballs. Doesn't come as a big surprise. As suspected, things went in order.
Picking the Majesticks, I think that was a risk. Sure, everyone wants to avoid the 4 aces, but when you've got Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood, Henrik Stenson, Sam Horsfield in a team, you know, good luck with that. That could end badly.
But like, you know, Sergio said, we played them last year, we beat them last year, why wouldn't we beat them this year? So, not surprised to me at all.
Adios. As expected. Yeah. Still winds me up though when Sergio picks you, don't you? He was wipe the smile off his face.
I wouldn't want to play the Majesticks first round. We're all trending in the right direction and we're all pretty good match players. We've got a lot of experience at match play.
Same matchup last year. I could see potentially Sergio trying to throw a curveball.
I don't think anyone's happy with losing to the Fireballs. If that doesn't light a fire up your ass, I don't know what will.
This format is really simple. There's not many teams and there's a big prize. You win 2 matches and play well for your round of golf on Sunday, and a disappointing season turns out to be an unbelievable season. That's how simple Dallas is.
This is the team championship event. Happens every week, but this week is a bit more special because it's for the teams. It's the final event of the season. And this is the trophy. Is it a volcano in Reno? What is it? Something's about to erupt.
This should be a motivator, I think, for all of the guys within the team, that those naysayers that are around and saying that they're beyond their peak, beyond their prime, they have an opportunity, I think, to silence the noise.
This is a very open week and you have to go into it thinking that you can win, else there's not much point in being here.
This event gets a bit of an eye to eye, all the players eyeing each other up, ready for the match play.
No one wants to leave this process with any regrets. We've got one more chance for a Cinderella story, and that would really put the icing on the cake.
Majesticks GC, Captain Ian Poulter, Captain Henrik Stenson, Captain Lee Westwood, and Manchester, England's own Sam Horsfield.
I think they could win this week. I honestly do. I think if they took the positives from last week, I think they've got nothing to lose now. They're like, let's go full tilt.
Heading into Chicago, it was very much, wow, the season's going to be finished here. We've not quite performed how we'd like.
The Majesticks only 1 shot off a potential podium finish at the start of play. That would be a first since 2022.
It's taken a bit too long to get into the flow. It's taken a bit too long to find a putter that actually works.
The Majesticks tied for 3rd. Can they make the podium at last?
I went into a mode of, let's just try and put it in the fairway. Let's put it down the fairway. Let's try and be really patient. Let's not get pissed off on the golf course. Let's try and lean on this new putter if I have to. And it worked out.
And he's on point with his irons today. Right at it.
Another beautiful swing there.
That's Yen. The way he knuckled down and pulled together a round of 68, that was vintage Yen.
I've seen how hard Ian has worked this year. So when I saw that he was playing well, I was just absolutely buzzing for him.
What a fantastic week for the Majesticks.
That's a very good shot from Ian.
Every putt you're thinking the shot means a lot, right?
Horsfield for birdie at 1.
Rattling it home.
What a fantastic week for the Majesticks. A well-deserved 4th place finish. Ian Poulter and Henrik Stenson in the top 10.
Buzzing! We finished 5th, come on! Fucking hell! It's really nice to be up here with a lovely backdrop and sitting next to John. It feels quite good. Worked, really hard over the last 3 weeks in Orlando, and finally have a look at the leaderboard and seeing yourself up this end, which is refreshing.
To get the result we did in Chicago was a massive boost for everybody.
Even Gussie was ironing the team flag last week in preparation, which is actually pretty funny, to be honest, because the other one got eaten by mothballs.
You can see an extra spring in all the players' step. The 4th place finish to end the regular season is great, because then the momentum of that is taken into the season-ending team championship.
On these stats, like scrambling 12th, putting average 13th, like that is not what you'd expect from our boys. Ultimately, when Sam's had his best finish, Westy's had his best finish, Ian's had his best finish, they've just putted better. But what I'm also saying is, driving distance, last in the field, okay, I get it, that's what I'd expect. But I would not expect us to be last in scrambling and putting average.
There's been a strong trait of Bolts before in the past, isn't it? So the fact that it's left him for the year is probably symptomatic of kind of where his game's been at for the entirety of the year.
Yeah.
And when he gets it back, which is what he showed last week, that he can be near the upper end of the leaderboard. So it's so crucial. It's a crucial part to his game.
Last year, getting knocked out on day 1 was miserable.
Like there's a lot on offer. There's a lot at stake this week. Like from a team perspective, this can change your entire year. Look, not financially. One, it's a huge difference, right? The 60% of the prize purse is coming to the team this week. So it can game change that from a business side. But from the players as well, the satisfaction I think, given the team camaraderie that we have, would be amazing.
I'm actually feeling pretty good about it. I feel relatively confident that we've got a good chance of getting a result on Friday. There's a good amount of spice in there, and I think ultimately when somebody picks you to play against you, there's automatically a bit of, fuck you that comes into it. The first couple of years, it's all been a bit jokey.
We're gonna play range codes. I'm kidding.
Oh, you got me there. I was like, wait, no.
This is serious stuff, right? We've got businesses that are trying to make money. We've got players that are trying to demonstrate their abilities.
No, we're gonna pick Majesticks.
Henrik, what do you think about that?
I think you made a bad choice.
Never a truer word said than in jest, right? That's the old saying. So I think there's a bit of spice, but I think that's good.
All right, it's getting competitive in here.
We're going to have this quick meeting now. We've made some suggestions. We'll run through them. There's a call at 6. We've got to submit our pairings. So what we did was we took your average score, they match it up against what the average score would be of everybody else on that team, and that's how it comes out with these simulations, basically based on the course fit.
It's very easy to get caught up in the personal relationships that you have with these guys. And so leaning into the data, leaning into the science, leaning into the facts, is something that we always kind of check ourselves on.
There's too much at stake to leave this to guesswork. Interesting thing was that almost regardless of who we play, the data suggests that the pairings should be the same against any of those 3 opponents. And then it should be Henrik and Ian play singles and Lee and Sam play foursomes.
That foursomes match is quite key. So I'm happy to fit in where everybody sees fit. I'm looking forward to playing with Sam. We get on well. He's not afraid of being in the heat of the battle.
There's been some work done on what holes to tee off on as well, odds or evens, based on game fits, but I think ultimately that should be decided out on the golf course based on how you play.
What does it say?
said Sam should have odds. That's what the data suggests to do, but I think it's important everyone's comfortable with what that is. So is everyone happy with that or unhappy with that? Or
I'm happy to do after work in this heat.
Yeah?
Perfect. Sign me up, baby.
Okay. Well, that's easy enough then. You know, I've got simulations of every match against every opponent to the nth degree of this, that and the other. Do I need to show players all that? No. Because ultimately what I need to show the players is this is how we've got to the data, this is what it tells us.
Ultimately, like, I can't turn around to Lee Westwood and tell him to hit a shot in a particular way or this is wrong with your golf swing. I'm not qualified to do that. But what I can do is kind of point him and lead him in the direction of, hey, listen, we've got these resources that, you know, if you need, they're there for you, mate.
One of the tricks with this picking the pairings is like we do all this data and stuff like that, and then we try and go and speak to all the players. That's the hardest bit, because they'll all sit and say, yeah, I'll do whatever you need me to do, but they've also got a sort of internal dialogue going, oh, I'd really rather play this or I'd really rather play that.
It's so easy for a golfer to get bogged down. We think we're doing something, and it's actually something else that's causing our bad play. I was just speaking to James about my stats for last week, and I thought it was my putting, but it really wasn't. It was actually my wedge play last week was second to last, right? You know, and to me, I didn't even think about that, you know? So now I'm gonna put more of an emphasis on, you know, dialing in my wedges and hopefully giving Westy a lot of birdie looks.
It's tricky, but I think it's also our job to try and say, look, you're the CEO of your golf company. All I'm doing is trying to give you some information with which you can do what you will.
Rock and roll, baby. Morning, mate. It's 9:20 in the morning with you, innit? Yeah. Get out your grotto. What you been up to? Sleeping? You having a well-earned lie-in? A lot of time in the last couple of years, you've got off the course and you FaceTime the family, tell them you're coming home, but it's actually really nice to FaceTime them and actually get a bit of a buzz from them.
What time are you guys off?
11:15, which is 12:15 your time. You'll watch the coverage today, will you?
Yeah.
Alright, cool beans.
Alright, go kick some ass.
I'll go and give him a slapping. Alright, speak to you later. Love you, bye mate. Josh, he said he watched golf every shot for the weekend. That, to me, makes me smile. Like, it's just nice to get them to actually want to watch the coverage and get pretty excited for you.
You're going all over the clubhouse, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Gentlemen.
Thank you very much.
Bless you.
Morning. Oh, Westy.
Anything can happen. Honestly, match play golf, it's anyone's trophy.
This is a spectacular finale of the 2024 Live Golf League season.
The Team World Championship gives you the opportunity to really turn a mediocre season into something quite special.
Tension is building. Can we sense maybe a Majesticks and Fireballs GC rivalry?
Are you up for it?
Do I look up for it?
Yeah, that's a stupid question. Right, I'll get out your way.
Sure, it hasn't gone exactly to plan, but boy, if this ends well, just think of how dramatic this whole thing will be.
Well, this is going to be a spectacular weekend of golf. Fireballs against the Majesticks, and we'll get started with Sergio Garcia.
Come on, Pauls. Come on, Pauls. Yes!
Got off to an okay start.
Oh, what a shot, Henrik.
It is intense, you know, hanging all your hopes on these things.
First blood to Sergio Garcia.
But we want to win.
Lee Westwood, no stranger to match play golf as well.
Go, 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 go. Yes!
That was Lee Westwood to win the hole with an eagle.
Dodgy likes it from that distance.
Lee Westwood walked down with Sam Horsfield, maybe give him a little veteran advice.
The Majesticks with a chance to win the hole. Ooh. Lee Westwood and Horsfield have come roaring back to lead by 1 up.
I think you always get nervous because the guys are finding that if you don't get off to a good start, it's a long way back from that point.
All of a sudden you've got that feeling that you're one match away from being in the finals and could be the eventual world champions, or you're knocked out and you've got to sit out a day.
The talent has got that much better. The field has got that much better. The product is stronger. I think you're just finding that this is just a generational shift.
Puig in the singles of the Fireballs against Ian Poulter of the Majesticks, and David Puig goes one up. Poulter is one down now against David Puig.
I mean, how long has Poulter taken to hit this shot, by the way?
But I think it's deliberate. I think he's doing it to wind him up.
I mean, Ian is taking an inordinate amount of time to play.
Yep. I like it.
Grind him down.
Grind him down.
My record has been pretty good in singles.
The ultimate gamesman. And he'd be jingling his change or clearing his throat or moving his feet around. He'd try anything.
I guess I can be a bit frustrating to some.
He'll realise he's got his work cut out from today, so he'll be trying everything.
The makeup of Ian's game is such that, look, he's not going to be the best driver of the golf ball. He's not as long as some of these younger guys out here, but one of the things that Ian does better than anyone is he can scramble his bollocks off.
Ian Poulter will have a chance to extend the match, albeit a long one.
Oh! Oh, there's life in the old dog yet.
What you've always got to respect about Ian is that he continues grinding with 100% commitment and rolled in a putt from 40 feet to give a glimmer of hope.
He knows there's still so far to go in this match.
I'm never going to give in at that point. It would have been easy to have scooped that ball up and shook his hand, but I'm not giving in.
The Majesticks in the foursomes need to start winning holes. They trail by 3.
We were 3 down with about 7 to play. We birdied 18 and made a nice little run.
This is Sam Horsfield at 18. They now trail by 2 with 5 to play.
It was funny, I actually said to Westy afterwards, I just had a feeling that I was going to make it. It was really, really nice to do that and sort of get a bit of momentum back on our side.
Henrik Stenson to get all square, and suddenly the Fireballs Majesticks match is in the balance.
It all comes down to kind of personal pride. I just fought the best I could.
Now Abe Answer to win the foursomes for the Fireballs. They lead in both singles matches as well.
It's game over, isn't it?
All credit to them, and that killed all our momentum.
David Puig to send the Fireballs into the semi-finals at the expense of the Majesticks for the 2nd season running, and they do so.
Just hold it. That's it, isn't it?
That's it, yeah.
Fuck's sake.
I mean, what are you going to do? Shit happens. Just giving him the first hole was too damaging, to be honest. I'm feeling disappointed. I got beat 3-2, but could I have made it a bit tougher? Yeah. Could I have won that match? I'd like to think I could have done. The players' lounges out there, guys are obviously happy they've won their match, and you know, when you don't win your match, then watching other people have a good time and enjoy themselves is painful. It feels shit. Right, I'm having a smoothie with ice cream. Fuck it.
As much as it feels like it is all about today, and it is at this moment, as you reflect back on the season, you've got to look at all 14 tournaments, both on and off the course, and what we've achieved. So that's probably the most difficult thing, is rationalising that stuff in the moment when this is stuff is so raw.
It really sucks to lose. I feel like we have so much potential, and we're just not living up to what we all know that we can do.
Good night, thank you. The nice thing I hear from Sam all the time, I wanted to do it for the boys, you know, and I think this is what you don't necessarily see from the outside, is these boys are clearly playing for more than just themselves.
How much do you care?
A lot. You know, I was pretty angry. We gave them a couple holes in, you know, in match play against, you know, extremely good players. You know, you can't be giving them holes. Yeah, it's extremely frustrating.
In the immediate aftermath of getting knocked out, it was a lot of disappointment, frustration, because I think the guys deserved more. I think you saw from all the players how much this means to them. That it's a very linear thing, this match play stuff. You win or you lose, and we lost.
What have you gone for?
I went for 2 poached eggs, an English muffin, hash browns and bacon.
Okay, can I have the same as that, but with sausage instead of bacon, please?
Ollie, James, the long hours the boys put in, I'm sure they've got to put a brave face on sometimes. And that's tough to manage.
I was thinking about this last night, like everyone's pretty miserable yesterday, lose, it's horrible.
Yeah, it's not easy, but ultimately, look, that is just sport. Like, it is what it is. And I think one thing that I keep saying is that it'll make it that much sweeter when it does happen, because we've been starved of it, to be quite honest.
And as I've rationalised it in my head, from a golfing perspective, like an on-course performance perspective, it's obviously not where we need to be or want to be, but I do think it represents progress, because if you look at it in the cold light of day, I think last year we came 11th out of 12. This year we've come tied 10th out of 13 against a stronger field. Sam's had a second, Westie's had another third, Poulter's had a fifth. Whether we're fourth or second or third, we only lost those tournaments by 3 or 4 shots on occasion.
People kind of look for quick fixes as the reason why, you know, things haven't particularly happened in the way that you assume they're going to happen. But it's honestly the tough times that make the highs that much sweeter when it does happen. And often it's about kind of drilling down, you know, clubbing together, kind of being able to pull through kind of as a group and a family to kind of get the best out of this.
I think the challenge now becomes, what are we going to do between now and February to go again?
I don't disagree with you. I think it's definitely progress.
If you're not willing to go to battle and go on the front line with the people around you, you know you haven't got the right people around you, and you know you need to make a change. But I think everyone realised that there is going to be good times ahead, and just dig deep, dig a little deeper, and work with each other, and we can get through this.
Yes, please. Thank you. This looks unbelievable. Healthy.
This last day is still a big day for us, but we can still win our group out of the 5 teams that are in it.
No player can hide on Championship Sunday. Today, every single shot counts, and it all starts now.
From a prize money perspective, there is quite a big difference between winning the group and losing the group. It's millions of dollars at stake, quite literally.
Henrik Stenson.
For his birdie, what a turn-up this would be.
Came out fluffy on him.
It was 4 over par quite early in the round and had to battle extremely hard to get that back to par.
The Majesticks are resurgent.
He was 3 over and finished 3 under.
Sam Horsfield dropping these birdie putts.
We all battled hard today, and if nothing else, that's a good way to finish the season.
Hopefully going to finish on a high here.
Majesticks to win. The Majesticks are playing the top spot in their group. Inspirational.
For today, I think again it's something to take forward.
Fucking get 2 mil in the bank.
It's a 9th place finish in the Live Golf Team Championship.
Good lad. Good. Yeah.
We've done it.
Done it, yeah. 9th place.
If you're expecting a short answer of how I'm feeling, I actually feel quite chipper today. was great to be in the mix. It was great to actually get a result on the board.
Managed to finish 9th, so yeah, it was good. You know, we all played well as a team.
We battled hard today. Obviously, we didn't want to be in the sea flight, but once we were there, the best place you can finish is 9th, and we managed to do that.
To rally hard after kind of what happened on Friday and give it everything is ultimately a good success.
A season of highs.
Welcome to Live Golf.
Lows. Joy. Frustration.
Let's go!
I need a rest. I'm sure the fans could take a breather. And there's no doubt in my mind that Majesticks GC will sit back, have a well-earned break, and quickly switch their focus to Live 2025.
Go, go, go. Yeah!
It'll come around sooner than you think.
What have you learnt this season? I have learned quite a lot, you know, about myself, about everyone else. You see these guys, Westy and Ian and Henrik, and they're always grinding.
Sam, what a talent he is. You know, it's like somebody who wants to paint has been put together with Vincent van Gogh and, you know, Manet and 3 of the best artists in the world. Ian Poulter, Lee Westwood and Henrik Stenson.
We've been so close to being, you know, top 2, top 3 a couple of times, and even winning in Hong Kong. So everyone's willing to put the work in and want to achieve better next year.
I know I can still compete and hang in there with the best players in the world. I'm not going to get into a 49-year-old telling you that he's going to come out here and finish top 3. But what I am going to commit to is an ever-working older chassis rig of Ian Poulter that's going to give it everything he's got.
I think next year is a good opportunity for me to, you know, sort of make a name for myself and sort of get up there a lot more and get in contention a lot more. And, you know, that's where I love to be, right? Building something special here. So this is just the beginning. We don't get to where we get to with all this stuff without people going above and beyond. There's no one on this team that is just doing the bare minimum. So I'm massively proud of everybody on the team. And look, we're just getting started. There's lots more to come. I love being part of it. I love the team that we've got. I love the individuals within it, and I love how passionate everybody is about making it succeed.
I know I'll look back in 25 years at something that changed this game, changed the world of sport. You know, there are landmark moments in sport that redefine the game. We are in a position and we are in a period of time that this sport is going to be changed forever, and we are at the heart of it.
It has been a roller coaster, but again, as you think about it, it was always going to be. Like, you know, whether we win every week or don't win every week or whatever happens, this is professional sport at the highest level with a lot of eyeballs on it. It matters a lot. So it was a roller coaster, but I like roller coasters.
And do you remember this from Hong Kong?
Happy news is on the way to you. Happy news is on the way. Well, let's hope happy news is on the way for 2025.